Hi, I'm Stephanie, and thanks for joining me today. Today's video is a soft, low-to-the-ground practice that will focus on stretching our hips. A strap will be helpful for one of the poses in this video, but you can also use a rolled-up towel, scarf, elastic band, or I'll show you how you can go without. I encourage you to move slowly and not force these stretches. We are all different, and it's important to stretch and move in a way that honors yourself and your body. So with that, let's get started. We'll begin seated with our legs crossed in front, and begin by closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders, and just scan the body here. Notice how you're feeling. See if you can relax in spaces that feel tense. And take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So for today's hip opener flow, it's important to know that our hips often store stress and can be tense, just like our shoulders and neck, but we often don't notice it so much in our hips. So today, think about softening and lengthening this part of your body and see it as an opportunity to release some of the tension. And even if you don't feel anything, this is a great set of stretches to do to help with mobility and flexibility. So keep that in mind, and we'll begin to warm up our spine here. So place the hands on the knees and just do some circles here, leading with the head coming forward and back, curving the back, warming up the spine here, taking some breaths with the movement. And then let's switch and go in the opposite direction. Good. Come back to center. Let's take 3 deep breaths together here. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. And 2 more here. Great. Bring your right knee in front here, parallel to the mat, keeping your feet flexed. And then you're going to swing the left leg behind you. So you're forming kind of a Z shape with your legs and your knees bent. And we're going to start with a twist towards the right. Breathe deep here. And then come back to center, and we'll do a bit of a hip warm up here. So the left foot, we want to roll and lift our knee up towards the sky any amount. So we're essentially rolling onto the base of our foot and just moving up and down any distance that feels good for your body. Moving slowly, observing how it feels here. And good, we'll release the leg down, and then we will take our left leg, keep our right leg parallel here, and swing the left leg over to cross so that our knees are stacked on top of each other or working towards this in a cow face pose. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. If you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can lean forward. And if you feel like you can't hold it for this long, then it's best to take it back a step. Good, and now gently release this pose. You can kind of shake out the leg if you need, and we'll repeat this on the other side. So bring the left knee in front this time, parallel to the mat, and swing your right knee behind. Keeping your feet flexed, we'll twist to the left here. Sitting up nice and tall. Good. Come back to center and we'll do our mobility stretches here. So rolling onto that left foot, lifting the knee up any amount. Observing maybe if it feels different on this side. And just be kind to yourself here. This is not a test. This is not a test of flexibility. It's a way to honor your body. Good. Now drop the knee. And we're going to transition into our cow face pose here. So swing the left leg over the right, stacking the knees. And we're gonna sit here for 5 breaths. Again, you can lean forward if you need. Enjoying this time you've taken for yourself, relaxing the hips. Great. Slowly rise forward. Unwind the legs. You can shake out the leg if you need that. And we'll meet on our backs, laying down on the mat. So if you have a strap or another type of equipment, this is a great time to use it. We're going to wrap the strap around our right foot. Your left leg can be bent here or extended. And hold on to the ends of the strap and straighten your leg straight up, any amount. You can keep a nice bend in the knee if you need that. And just use the strap to ground you to the floor. And we'll hold here for 2 breaths with the leg straight up, stretching the hamstring. And then when you're ready, take both straps into the right hand and gently drop the right leg to the right side, any amount. You should feel an opening on the inner thigh, the hip joint, and make sure that both shoulders are grounded onto the mat So if you notice your left shoulder starting to rise up, then maybe take it back a few steps. We'll hold here, breathing deeply. Great. Now bring the leg back to center. If your left leg is bent, go ahead and straighten that leg, and we're gonna just cross the right leg over any amount for just 2 breaths. Going in the opposite direction. Good. Now come back to center, release the strap from the foot, and let's do this on the other side. So place the strap over the left foot. We'll hold it here straight up first. And then we'll begin our slow descend of the left leg down the left side. Again, grounding through the shoulders here. And bring that leg back up to center, and we'll counter this stretch with a twist. So bring the left leg across the body, holding the strap in the right hand, and take 2 breaths here. Great. Come back to center, release the strap from the foot and set it aside. And let's go into our figure 4 stretch. Bend your knees, place both feet firmly on the mat, and then lift your right leg up and place the ankle on the left knee. So you can stay here if that's enough stretch for you, or you can lift the left leg, thread the fingers through, and grab onto the back of the left thigh, pulling the legs towards your chest. You should feel a really nice release in this position. So we'll breathe here for a few breaths, taking our time. Great. Release the figure 4 stretch and switch legs. So placing the left ankle on the right knee, pulling in the legs towards the chest. Great. Release both legs, extend them out long, and we're going to just roll over onto our stomachs. And we're going to take a few deep alligator breaths, so you can rest your forehead on your hands. And I want you to focus on deep diaphragmatic breathing. So breathing in through the nose and sending the breath downward to the belly, so much so that your whole body lifts up slightly from being pressed into the ground. So let's do this together. So inhale, send the breath deep down into the belly, fill the belly up. And then slowly exhale, noticing your body fall back down to the mat. Let's do this again. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, slowly descending. And we'll do this 2 more times. And as you do, again, work to soften the body, releasing more of that tension. So take your time here with 2 more deep breaths. Great. Let's press up into tabletop position. If you need a bit of cat-cow movement, feel free to take it. And then bring the toes together, extend the knees out wide, and send the hips back into child's pose. Arms can be extended in front or resting beside your legs. Great. Press back up to tabletop position, and we will transition into our low lunge. So bring your right leg and right foot in between your hands. You can grab your foot to bring it up if you need. And when you're in the low lunge, really think of elongating through that back leg, feeling a stretch in the front of the leg, the front of the hip. So you may need to adjust a bit to widen or shorten your stance to a place that's comfortable. And hold here for 1 breath. And then on our next breath, we'll rise up with hands overhead, the full extension of this pose. Stretching through the whole front body. You can slightly arch the back if it feels good. And then as we release our hands, you can move the right foot over to the side so that both hands are on the inside of your foot and your foot is on the outside of your hand. We're in our lizard pose. So you can stay in this position here, or for a bit of a more intense stretch, you can roll onto the side of that right foot. And you can also tuck the back toes and lift the back leg if it feels good for you. A little bit of movement or rocking might feel good. But taking deep breaths, and if you start to feel pain, then just walk it back a step. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Great. From our lizard pose, we want to transition into pigeon. So you can heel toe the right foot towards the left wrist, keeping the foot flexed. And then slowly lower your center down into a pigeon pose. Depending on your body and how it's built, you may need to bring that right foot closer in towards the body, or you can keep it parallel to the mat. Just depends on your body. So once we're in our pigeon pose, it's your choice how you want to do this stretch. You can drop all the way to the ground, you can rest on your elbows, you can support your head with your fist. We're just going to enjoy this pose and take 5 deep breaths. Great. So rise up. To come out of pigeon, we're just going to roll onto our side and swing our legs around. We'll meet back in tabletop position. So let's set it up on the other side. Bring the left leg in between both hands into our low lunge. Adjust the distance between the legs as you need. And then enjoy this movement as we rise up, hands overhead, extending, lengthening the body, breathing deep. And as we release our hands back down, place both hands together with the left foot scooted over to the side into our lizard pose. You can roll onto the side of the foot. Some gentle movements. You can lift up that back leg as well if you'd like. Taking deep breaths, noticing how we're feeling. Taking care of ourselves. And now let's transition into our pigeon. So heel toe the left foot over towards the right wrist and slowly drop our center and enjoy this pigeon pose with 5 deep breaths. Great. Come up onto the hands and just roll to the side. And we will all meet lying down on our backs. To finish out our practice, we'll do a reclined butterfly pose. So bring the heels together, the feet together, and let the knees drop open. Take deep breaths to relax and don't resist here. Good. And to counter that stretch, bring the knees up and let the knees touch together. You can spread the feet wide for a bit of a counter stretch. Good. To To finish, you can do happy baby here or some twists, whatever you feel like your body needs. You've done a great job listening to your body this practice. So continue that for these last few moments here. And to end our flow, let's extend the legs out long, arms by our side for our final resting pose, allowing the body to sink into the mat, feeling supported by the ground. Notice if you have a different feeling in your body from when you started. And take this time to be grateful for your body and yourself. Close your eyes, let your breath slow, and let's just simply rest. Thank you for practicing with me today and for showing care and love to your body. Stay resting as long as you need, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.